Hello, I'm Eric.
And I'm Melissa.
And for today's video celebrating 30 years with the Sega Master System, we are going to talk about some arcade games that are not Sega games that were ported to the Master System.
Oh.
And yeah, these are some of these I think are actually exclusive to the Master System, though they did make it also to, some of them made it also to TurboGrafx and some other systems. But these are arcade games that you could play on the Master System and maybe nowhere else.
Cool.
So let us start with Cloud Master. This is a very unusual horizontal shooter where you are, what's the name here? Mike Chen, and you are floating on a cloud and you have to learn the secrets of the Five Lands. I don't actually know the story. All I know is it's a horizontal shooter and you are shooting at bowls of noodles and cat heads and pigs with guns, and it's a little bit crazy and the bosses are crazy, but it's a lot of fun. I know this one was later re-released on the Wii as the Monkey King, and it was a Taito, I think it was a Taito arcade game called Chuka Taisen. But I didn't know any of that at the time, I just knew it was a crazy horizontal shooter. So yeah, Cloud Master.
Did you ever play that two-player? Or just
No, I don't think we ever did. I never even knew that. We only ever played it one player.
Okay.
Okay, next is easily one of my favorite Master System games of all time. That is R-Type. My friend had this. We were so envious. This game is drop dead gorgeous. I could not believe the graphics the Master System was putting out with this. Love this game. It probably shaped my entire view of horizontal shooters. I just love the R-Type series now. This is a fantastic game. The music's great. The graphics are fantastic. And yeah, this one is hard to beat. And I mean, it's a challenge, but it's also one of the best games on the Master System. There are better versions of it, but if you're just looking at the Master System library, this is definitely one that is one of the best ones out there.
Would you say it's your top 5, or in your top 5, or in your top 10?
Yeah, I didn't put it in my top 10 video because there are better versions of it out there, so it's not. I didn't consider it an essential game for the Master System, but because you could play it elsewhere. But as Master System games go, this is one of the best ones. Yeah. Okay. And another one my buddy had. Boy, he sure had a lot of good games. In fact, yeah, this isn't the last one he had. Rastan. He got this late. I didn't, sort of later in 1989, so I wasn't too much into the Master System as much as I had been in, the earlier part of the year. But this is another arcade game. This is by Tato. This is a sort of a, what would you call it, an adventure game. You scroll to the right, adventure game. There's interesting day and night cycles. You go into the castle, so each level sort of has 2 phases to it. If you're not quick enough, it'll turn to night where the enemies become stronger. There was a sequel to this on the Genesis called Rastan Saga 2, which I don't have. I might want to get, but yeah, this is a pretty good port actually on the old Master System. That is Rastan. And then the other game my buddy had, this is one I recommended to him, is Time Soldiers. And this one looked fantastic. I loved the idea of this. This is a little bit like, it's an overhead shooter, so I think it's a little bit like Commando, but there's time travel involved where you go to different eras. Not that that affects the gameplay too much, but I thought it was neat, and the graphics I thought looked great, and it's a co-op. And I remember my brother and I played this co-op a lot. We would take a break and from doing it when we were in college. We'd take a break from doing homework and we would play this. Of course, we played this for more time than we were doing our schoolwork.
Yes,
but so actually the schoolwork was a break from Time Zone.
Yes.
But this was a great one. Good co-op, definitely a good co-op with some very nice graphics.
Did you guys complete it?
I think we did complete a co-op, and then he went and ended up completing it on his own. He spent a lot of time figuring out how the game worked, and he was able. It's a challenge, and so he was able to beat it. Time Soldiers.
Okay.
Another arcade classic, or arcade game for the Master System. And then finally, you want to take that?
Okay.
Vigilante. This is one that was also ported to the TurboGrafx. My interest in this is twofold. One, it's by the same guys who did, it's by IREM, and they did R-Type. And two, it is a street beat-em-up brawler similar to Double Dragon, though I don't find it quite as deep. There's not the two-dimensional aspect from it. It's mostly left and right. And
but they've taken your girlfriend.
Well, they always do. And I did play this, and I did beat it. So I rescued. I think her name was what? Madonna?
Maria.
Maria. Okay. I think in the arcade her name was Madonna. But yeah, it's got fantastic graphics. Pretty fun to play, but not one of my favorite beat 'em ups on the Master System. And I do have the TurboGrafx version too. So. So that's Vigilante.
Okay.
And that will wrap up our look at some arcade games, third-party arcade games that were ported to the Master System.
Okay. So we hope you enjoy our video series so far and come back for more videos as we continue to celebrate 30 years with the Sega Master System.